I give you a heads up that prior to conferences, you should check your child's PowerSchool grades and write out a list of questions to ask the teacher so that you're ready. So when you get this email, you're going to click on this link and it will open, and it will be in a shared Google document that you can read. And if you need them in Spanish, you can click on this link. If you need them in Portuguese, you can click on this link. I want to give you a couple of pieces of information before we get started in Canyon Creek. The conferences are 7 minutes long, which means teachers have back-to-back conferences, and so they will be keeping to the 7-minute time. We can't double block or anything like that, so you will be seeing each of your child's teachers individually. So it's not a meeting of all the cluster teachers. You will have a separate conference, so it's 7 minutes for each class. A tip is that you should leave time between conferences because there will be a separate Google Meet that you will need to enter for each of them. And it might be easier for you if you log into math at 6 and it's over at 6:07 that you give yourself a couple minutes to click on the next link and be ready to go. You can schedule these conferences over multiple days if that works better for your schedule, if you're able to get 15 minutes here or a lunch break there or the evening on Thursday. When you do click on the teacher link, you will be placed into a Google Meet waiting room until the teacher allows you into the Meet. So please do be sure to write down your confirmation number, snap a picture of your schedule so you don't forget where to go at which time. The Canyon Creek will send you a confirmation email, but you have to make sure that you check that. So in this in this document, there are steps, and this is a step-by-step pictures of what to do when you're in there. So if you want to play back this video or if you want to look at the pictures, it tells you exactly what to do. I'm going to go through this with you. I do want to point out how to look up the student ID. You're going to need your child's first and last name and then their birthday. And then it will help you find their student ID if you don't know it or if your child isn't there to give it to you. So on this document, when you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it has a link that you can click here and go to the Canyon Creek website itself. And you'll notice that it brings you to the main site and all of the secondary schools are on here. So you're going to click on Rogers Park and then you're going to click Go. And then when you come to this part, it's going to be RPMS, all lowercase, click Login. And when you get here, you're going to type in your student's ID number. Now, this one is a fake child's. I made it up. I'm going to type it in. If you don't know your child's ID or they're not near you to tell you, click on this box and it will bring up a little thing that you can look up their name. You can look up their number verifying their birthday. So this is my fake student. It's 9/4/2009. And so now it will bring me to my fake student's schedule. So your child, every teacher that your child has that's listed in PowerSchool will be on this list. And you need to check all of the teachers. So I want to see my student's school counselor, Miss Abbott. I want to see social studies, language arts, PE, media, science, math, language arts, and world language. Now, if you need a Portuguese translator or a Spanish translator, you would check on one of these boxes and then we'll know that you need an interpreter. But if you don't, then you just leave it and then you click down here. If you don't have another student, if you have 2 children, you might want to do another one. Then you click No. Now notice that up here it has the date. So whichever dates you are available. Thursday is our later evening. So if you click on Thursday, it's going to go to the available times for Thursday. And you'll notice that at the top are the teachers' names. And then you're going to click on who you want to see. So if you're able to take a break, say at 10 o'clock, you might click on 10:05 to see Mr. Curry and then 10:19 to see Mr. Duff. And you have to go back to work. So you're going to click later on in the day. The other teachers, maybe in the evening time. Sorry for making you dizzy. It's going to scroll down. So you might want to click on 6 o'clock and 6:14. Remember, we're skipping a box, 628. Make sure it's not the right one. We already picked these two in the morning because we had a little break. So we're going to skip these two, and we're going to go to the next one, to the next one, next, and next. And so once you click all of your times, click down here and click Submit Times. And now it tells me the date, the time, and the teacher. And the teacher, they'll have a link in here. Remember, this is a pretend one. And so now I want to put my email address in here. This is my actual email address, but you would put your email address in there, and it's going to give you a confirmation email. And then 2 days prior, so on the 17th of November, it's going to send me another email to remind me. So I'm going to click on Make All Appointments, and then so here we go. It made all the appointments, and you'll see all of these room numbers. This is where you're going to click. You're going to copy and paste it or click on it in the email, and your confirmation number is up here. That's important because if you want to change these after the fact, say something came up, and it will be live up until Friday. Say something came up at work and now you have a meeting at Thursday at 10 o'clock and you want to change that. You can use your confirmation number to go in and then change those times for Mr. Curry and Mr. Duff, and you could pick a different time. This is the email that you'll receive from Canyon Creek immediately when you hit select after you type in your email, and it gives you a link here to get back to the online scheduler. Remember, this is what I just talked about, your confirmation number, so you would put that in there if you needed to change it. All of these links are right here. These are the links that you'll need to access the meeting with the teacher. Please note that this is not an email sent from one of us, so don't reply to this email. If something happens and you need help or you have a question, email one of us. This is not a Danbury Public School email. It is from Canyon Creek. I hope you found this helpful, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. Again, reminder to check your child's PowerSchool prior to the meeting so that you're aware of the grades and his attendance, and also have a list of questions ready for the teacher.